Are we ready? Okay. Call to order Connellsville City Council meeting August 15th, 2017. City Clerk, take the roll.
Councilman Keady?
Here.
Councilman Karpiak?
Here.
Councilman McIntyre?
Here.
Councilwoman DeZan?
Here.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yep, here.
City Clerk is here. Solicitor Witt?
Here.
Okay, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance and stand for the moment of silence. Let's see anybody from church. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Okay. Well, we do not have any comments from the public tonight, which is, honestly, I cannot believe. I think it's might be the first time in 4 years no one has signed in.
Okay.
We do have our treasurer here tonight, so we're gonna move on to our city treasurer report.
Okay.
I don't think this has ever happened before, has it?
Going that fast? I mean,
Didn't
I
happen
can't
when I
remember.
was
You're gonna.
on
That's what I said.
council.
This is the first time in 4 years that not one person was here to speak.
Well, you got the treasurer's report for the month of July. I do have some things I want to bring up according to school taxes. In the first 2 weeks, or through the 14th of August, $161,732.72 was collected in school taxes. I do have two things to read. I know they are on the website, but I thought if I read them, maybe they'll go out and some people will get it on the camera as well. This was what was on the website. Today I was notified by the Connellsville Area School District that the Fayette County Tax Assessment Office made a keen error in reference to data entry on the homestead exclusion discount. A handful of people were missed. This means that the approval process was completed, but the discount was not entered or calculated on the bills. If you applied for the 2017 homestead exclusion and were approved, you may not have received an accurate school tax bill. Bills have already been mailed to the residents or an escrow company on August 1st. We have the list of names for the few residents that were affected. We're making every effort to contact them, and we have manually corrected each bill, and a revised bill is being mailed to reflect the homestead exclusion discount. That's the one thing. And then on the other, we were notified that a number of people have not received their 2017 taxes, which, as I said, were mailed out on August 1st. Although the City of Connellsville Tax Office has no control over the mailing system, we would be more than happy to print a copy of the bill. Either a resident can pick it up here at the office, or one can be emailed or faxed to them. You can send your request to facebook.com/Connellsville Tax Office or connellsvilletaxoffice@gmail.com, and make sure you follow up with your local mail carrier, as the school district has assured me that the taxes were mailed out on a timely fashion. If you are planning to sign up for the 4 installment plan, you must pay your first installment on or before August 31st. And we understand there were a lot of letters that were not delivered. We have no idea where they might be. So if the office is contacted, why, we will get a copy of the bill for them.
Did they? Did the school district say that?
They mailed them out. We took them up. I personally took boxes of them up, and they were mailed on August 1st. Cherie said she knows they went out, and of course most of us, I think, got them. but a number of people have been calling, where are they? So some people may not call, and
Right.
so
Well, there's probably a
that's-
lot of people that don't even know that they didn't get
Well, they
them.
don't think about it.
No.
Or they
Now,
don't
will
wanna
there
think
be a
about it.
penalty phase for people that did not receive that if it delays them to be on the,
But if,
because it's their responsibility.
well, that's the reason I'm hoping those that don't look or don't go on the internet, that they might watch TV and hear this, and if they haven't gotten their school tax bill, they will call us and let us know.
Well,
Because we can copy them and get them to them, or they can come down, pick them up and pay when they're here.
the good thing is that Daily Courier is represented here tonight, so hopefully.
Yes.
It
Courier's getting
will be a
it
good,
too.
nice, something in the paper so people can see in the
Yes.
paper too. Yeah, we'll do our best. I mean, we'll keep reminding them and then
Yeah.
people out there, hey, if you haven't received your taxes yet, you need
Please,
to call us.
yes.
Especially the ones that get the homestead. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if they're not get on
There
that payment
weren't too
plan.
many of those,
Oh, there's not
but
too- okay, oh, good. Oh, good.
we have a list of those, and that was a mistake by the county printing them. But we have to refigure them, make out all new bills, and send them out.
So good. Okay.
That's it.
Thank you. All right, I don't see our controller here this evening, so we're going to move on to correspondence.
You still have one?
He was here last month. Consider this correspondence?
It's down below, actually.
Okay. I'm just going to move into the, we'll pick this up here. We're going to approve the minutes from last month. Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to approve the minutes from the July 13, 2017 City Council meeting. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilwoman DeZan?
Yes.
Councilman Korpiak?
Yes.
Councilman McKee?
Yes.
Councilman McIntyre?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. All right, so. To waive the 4-day rule. Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Collinsville to waive the 4-day resolution rule to allow for items submitted after the 4-day rule to be read at the meeting tonight. Such resolutions will be marked with an asterisk. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Korpiak?
Yes.
Councilman McIntyre?
Yes.
Councilman McKee?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeZan?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. Okay. So we're going to go into the Police Department report. Chief. And while you're walking, we had a heck of a morning today. Water main leak and paving and accidents all closed the city down. We were at a gridlock this morning, and I'm glad I wasn't here.
It was
Actually, I'm
frustrating.
glad that I got to work before the gridlock happened downtown.
Right.
But so
There were a lot of angry residents trying to get to work, and they were trapped.
yeah, actually, it was kind of. So next week when PennDOT starts on Pittsburgh Street, we're going to have you back to square one with that. I
Well,
think
hopefully we won't have any crashes on Arch Street, so people will be at least have
so we're
one
gonna
way
make
out.
sure that,
You know.
Yeah, we're gonna come up with a better game plan.
Yeah, definitely.
When a water main breaks, we don't know that's going to happen, so it's
Right.
things like that happen. But anyhow,
Okay. To the Honorable Mayor and members of City Council, Connellsville, I respectfully submit the following report for the City of Connellsville Police Department for the month of July 2017. A total of $4,662.01 in fines was remitted to the city treasurer. Complaints answered, we had 428. Requests for assistance, 43. Courtesy warnings issued, 5. Criminal and traffic-related arrests, 17. Traffic accidents investigated, 22. Traffic citations issued, 72. Non-traffic citations issued, 37. Miles traveled by police vehicles during the month, 2,249.
yeah, so we had some some fatalities here in July.
Unfortunately, we
Yes.
did. We had an accident up on South 9th Street, which is 119 southbound, out of town. A vehicle struck another vehicle in the intersection, and as a result, 2 passengers in the one car, elderly passengers, passed away. The full investigation isn't together. We're still awaiting state police reports, or our part's done. So we can't really make a statement until we get the full report. Unfortunately, 2 people did pass.
Yes. We got we're doing a lot with the police department tonight. Moving bank accounts, giving you authorization for a new car. Why do we need to replace car 40?
Car 40 was in an accident approximately, I'm thinking 3 years ago. Does that sound about right? I wasn't here, I was in the task
Yeah.
force. Actually, that car should have been taken off the road, should have been totaled, the way I see it. They rebuilt it, put it back out on the road for an emergency vehicle. I don't think it should have been that way, but as a result, we have a vehicle that the engine mounts are bad, the bolts are broke off in the engine block, and we have some frames that are cracked that we just can't use it. We had to pull it off the street. And there's a lot of other issues with it. I believe it's from that accident. It chews up within 1 year's time, probably 5 sets of brakes. It was never right after it was hit. It should have probably been taken off the road. So as a result, we have a car that has 63,000 miles on it, and we usually get around 90,000 on a car, and we have to take it off the road and we have to replace it. And that's in addition to a car we just are trying to replace. I'm
Right,
waiting,
right.
it's being upfitted now. So hopefully here in the next few weeks, we'll be taking another car off the road that needs to be taken off, and we'll have 2 new vehicles out on patrolling the roadways, and our guys can be safe in the new cars.
And I know that you and Vern have been working the numbers and being very creative on how moving our budget around, because right now the police department's budget looks good.
Yeah.
We're under on a lot of items, which is great. Thank you for watching every penny. So unfortunately, I'm not happy. Car 40 was the first car we got when I came on council. I thought it would last longer than that, but I understand that we have to replace it because it's we want our officers to be safe, and if they got into a
That's priority.
situation, I don't want any them to be hurt or killed because of a faulty vehicle that they're driving.
As soon as I learned that was the problem with the car, immediately I pulled it off the roadway, and ever since it's been sitting out front. So get the new car, we'll take the parts off, the emergency equipment that we can use on the new vehicle, and then upfit it with some other stuff, some new stuff, and hopefully we'll have 2 new cars here soon.
And then other thing that we were discussing was the carbon monoxide issue that Ford has issued for the SUV that we bought.
Right.
Have we received a recall on that yet?
No.
Any repairs? And
No, they just gave us suggestions was to get a carbon monoxide monitor, put it in the car. If it goes off, we know there's a problem.
which is amazing to me. I can't believe the cars
Really?
have that. Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
You can get them at Respondas, they're battery operated.
Right.
Still, I mean, that's,
They're talking about ways to plug, there's some holes back around on the tailgate that they think that's where this is coming in. So they're working out ways to fix that, probably trying to save money and cost in the process, because there's thousands and thousands of police interceptors out there that they have to fix. So we're waiting for that letter. Luckily, the vehicle's still getting upfitted and we haven't put a mile on it yet on patrol.
yeah.
But we're aware of the situation, so we're gonna get those little monitors so we can be sure that the guys aren't gonna get sick in the car until they get the recall and fix them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, last thing, and then I'll let you sit down. Kenny, Detective James is we're going to approve his retirement letter tonight from our Connellsville Police Department, 25 years of service to the city. I didn't know if you wanted to say anything while you have the podium.
Yeah, Kenny was actually way back. He was hired on the same day I was when I was originally hired in Connellsville. So we've known each other for a while, spent a lot of time together on duty. Hate to see him go, but it's that time, and he's going to move on to something new, and I wish him well. And actually, tomorrow is officially that's his last day. So we'll hopefully see him off well, have a little party for him.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, Chief, thank you.
While you're up there, Chief, I'd like to admonish a couple of your officers, Haminsky and Whistler. It's been brought to my attention they investigated a burglary, and the kindness that they showed that family was over and above anything that they ever had to do. I really don't want to say what they did because I don't want to put it out there in everybody's mind that they're soft touched this way. But they really offered some comfort to these people, and not just, hey, we'll catch the bad guy. Wasn't that? It's what do you need? What can we do for you? And it really touched those people. And as you and I spoke, how easy it is whenever you're dealing with the bad people of society, the dregs of society on a daily basis, that you could have a hardened heart and take that into the general public at the same time. And these guys did not do that. And I just want to admonish them, and good job, and it shows good character from the leadership, your leadership, and I'm glad that it happened. I'm hopeful that kind of those kind of remarks will continue about the police force, because these guys are tough, and there's no doubt about it. I mean, they will kick butt, take names, but when there's time for real humanity to be poured out, they do that too. So kudos to those guys, and to you too, Chief.
Thank you. That's good to hear, and I will pass that on to the officers. I'll tell them to turn on the channel, channel, so they can hear it personally from you.
Well, they did a good job.
Thank you.
And Whistler. Thank you.
Is that it?
Thanks, Chief.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna move to, let me read Kenny James's retirement letter. It says, "To Mayor Lincoln and members of Connellsville City Council, I'm writing this letter to advise you that I will be retiring from the Connellsville Police Department. My last day of work will be on August 15th, 2017. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the citizens of Connellsville for letting me protect and serve you for the last 25 years. It has been an honor and a privilege." So I'm going to read the resolution. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to accept the retirement letter from Kenneth H. Janes from the Connellsville Police Department, effective August 15th, 2017. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
Yeah, I just want to thank Kenny for his service. 25 years is a long time to dedicate to the city. We're very fortunate. We have a lot of employees that have been working that long for us, and can never really thank them completely for what they have done, gone above and beyond their service for the city. So I just want to wish Kenny luck for whatever he gets into now, and enjoy retirement hopefully for a little bit before he gets into something else. But I just want to thank Kenny for everything he did for the Connellsville Police Department in the city. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilman Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman DeZan.
Yes.
Councilman Korpiak.
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln.
Yes. All right.
He did say he was going to sit around the house for a couple months.
Hey.
I don't blame him.
What you know what I mean? When you don't have to be somewhere, I mean.
That's right. How did he get?
Okay, the next one, let me just read the resolution. Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to set trick-or-treat night for Sunday, October 29th, 2017, from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
There's two things I've learned so far is that big you don't mess with is trick-or-treat and fireworks. Okay? Those are the two things in the city that get people fired up the most, which is crazy. But this year, A rule that New Haven Host has had for over 100 years is if Halloween falls on a Tuesday, the parade is on the Halloween night on Tuesday. So we normally have trick or treat on Halloween night, and we're going to have to move that because I'm not going to ever question New Haven Host after they've been putting a parade on for over 100 years. They know what they're doing, and we are going to accommodate. So moving this to the 29th is not a big deal. Next year, it'll go back to being on Halloween night. The parade for New Haven will be on the Tuesday before Halloween, just like it normally is every other year. But this year, they're going to be on Halloween, which will be fun. So hopefully, we can accommodate everyone, and this will work out for the majority of the city residents, because that's really who this is about. Not the townships bringing their kids into our city to get their candy, but it's for city residents. So, City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilwoman Suzanne?
Yes.
Councilman Carpio?
Yes.
Councilman McIntyre?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. Whew, it's over with. All right. Let me read the next one about the senior center. Be resolved by the City Council. Do I skip one?
No, it's safe.
Yeah. Senior center, right?
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Come on, man.
I thought it was-
I'm following right along.
Take a lap.
Yeah. Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to grant the city clerk permission to apply for the LSA grant funding for repairs to the Connellsville Senior Center. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
You want to give us an update on what the
I was
situation
actually
is?
down there today, and we found out, Councilman Karpiak and I stopped down last week one day, right? And what had happened when they were getting ready to pour the floor, the concrete floor, how they put the dowels in, the rebar in to get your depth on the floor, they actually put one right through the drain pipe.
Oh,
So we've been dealing with this problem for 30 years, and it's finally wreaking havoc.
so is that going to be a less of a cost to fix?
Everything's uncovered. It's still going to be about, well, they're not going to have to replace all the pipe. They're going to have to take a section out and go. And it almost happened the second time, 2 stalls up.
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
Well, and then we noticed a droop in the wall. Is that going to be able to be?
That is not exposed as of right now. So
Okay.
I'm going to stop back down tomorrow.
That material had to go somewhere,
Right.
and there's a void, so they're going to be able to fill that void up possibly.
They were still digging out when I was there. I'm going to be down there at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I have 2 flooring guys that want to look at the job. I want to get prices off of them, so I'll try to give you an update and take some pictures for what I have. I'll send them to you.
Okay. All right, thank you. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilwoman Suzanne?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilman McIntyre?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. Okay. Let me read this. Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to grant the Connellsville Rotary Club permission to make improvements and upgrades to the stage on Veterans Plaza. All materials and labor to be supplied by the Rotary Club. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
So I think it's great. I want to thank the Rotary Club for wanting to do this project for Veterans Plaza. I definitely think the stage definitely needs some TLC. The wood's getting chipping, and so I'm excited to see what it looks like after they're done. So I appreciate them wanting to do this for the city. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Councilman McIntyre?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilwoman Suzanne?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. And then, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to grant permission to the Connellsville Rotary Club to place their emblem on the stage on the Veterans Plaza after the renovation project. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there, did they say where, I mean, is this gonna be like literally on the stage, or is there gonna be a
I
sign?
think like
or is-
lower left-hand corner.
So it'll be actually on like
Yeah.
the actual stage will be on that.
Yes.
Okay. Sound good. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman McIntyre?
Yes.
Councilwoman Suzanne?
Yes.
Councilman Keady?
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak?
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln?
Yes. Okay. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to place a no outlet sign on Loudon Avenue as recommended by the Traffic Committee. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
Have we, has the sign, do we have the sign? Is it ready to go? Or are we gonna install it once we pass
We're
this
gonna,
tonight?
after we pass it, we'll get it up.
Okay. And they think this is, so we're having issues with people coming down the street and
Yes,
getting lost? or
it
what?
it definitely is a dead-end part of town. There's one way in, one way out, that's it.
Okay. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak.
Yes.
Councilman Keady.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tazan.
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln.
Yes. All right. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Collinsville to grant the Collinsville Redevelopment Authority permission to request proposals for the 2018 Comprehensive Plan. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
I know that that Michael had sent us all an email about that, so if you go, anybody has any thoughts on that, they would just submit them to Michael and he'll put it all together. And then I know they're having another, I think he's having a public meeting
September 6th.
September 6th. We have a public meeting for anyone from the community who wants to come and give their input on that. They can submit requests at that
Any
time.
ideas, there's applications here at City Hall.
There's applications at City Hall. You can actually get one on the Collinsville Redevelopment Authority's website. You can download it there. It actually on that website, it gives you instructions on how to fill the request out and everything. So it's pretty simple. So if you have any ideas, please bring them forward. So
Big projects.
big projects. You know, I mean, we want to hear them. The city wants to do this plan the way we feel that the next 10 years is going to go. So hopefully the community participates.
Now, that's for the comprehensive plan or the CBDG?
Yeah, that's right, we screwed that up, yeah. Oh, yeah, those ideas.
It's both. It's both.
Both.
But they're accepted. We're doing both right now. Okay. We just had last night. We had the first public meeting for the community block 2017 money. There's going to be another second one. A second meeting will be happening for that. The community can still come. And then for our September council meeting, the Redevelopment Authority is going to submit all the recommendations, and then we choose from how we want to do it.
And on the comprehensive plan, I want to urge everybody to get involved in this. I was really, when I first got on council, I was unaware of how important comprehensive plan is. And that is going to drive the direction of this city. It's going to develop areas where now grant monies are available where they weren't before. And from what I understand, this is a pretty costly project just to get somebody in here. I don't know, $130,000. And that's a lot of money. And you know, even from the beginning now, I would like to see council involved in a selection of who is put in charge of developing this thing. You know, how much are they scrapping? How much are they starting over? Are they starting over again, or are we just adding the west side? You know, a lot of questions about this, but it's very important that people get involved in this so that we can get a direction and we can proceed on that. And from the last time we've dealt with the comprehensive plan, I think we've seen movement, even like on the west side. I mean, the west side wasn't part of downtown even at one time. And then that's been changed. So there are a lot of things that need to be watched and so that we can capitalize on everything that's out there. And the cruel fact is we don't know everything that's out there. But these guys do.
Yep.
So it's really important.
I agree. I totally agree with that. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman McIntyre.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tazan.
Yes.
Councilman Karpiak.
Yes.
Councilman Keady.
Yes.
Mayor Lincoln.
Yes. What are we doing with? Are we tabling this, or what is our?
I mean, I would go ahead and approve it.
Okay.
You know, because on our end, we can go ahead and approve that, just and then wait to get the signed agreement back
Okay.
from them.
Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Collinsville to approve new lease agreement between the City of Collinsville and Trailside Lodging LP for the parking lot. So move. Is there a second?
Second.
So basically, some members of the City Council, we had a meeting with the hotel developers, and we wanted to reopen the lease agreement that we did with them when he first started building the hotel. We want to divide the parking lot up there so the city has access to the lot, which will help for future development around the hotel down there. So we had a really good meeting with the developers, and we did, our solicitor did amend the agreement. We did verbally hear from the developer saying that they are on board with this amendment, but we don't have anything signed yet. Unfortunately, we really wanted to have it signed for tonight. We're going to work on having that signed by end of the week, hopefully. Do everything we can to get that done, and so we can move forward with the pursuit